Number 1. The creepy orange slime that invaded Alaska's coastline. Imagine waking up in a peaceful Alaskan fishing village, only to find the shores covered in a mysterious, slimy orange goo. No one had ever seen anything like it, not even the native Eskimos who've lived there for generations. This wasn't just strange, it was unexplainable. Locals were terrified as the bizarre substance crept across their coastline, looking like something straight out of a science fiction horror movie. At first glance, people thought it was made up of millions of microscopic eggs, but as the slime lingered, experts began to suspect something far more unsettling: toxic fungus spores. Even though the goo disappeared after just a few days, the questions never left. What was it? Where did it come from? Could it return? Caught on camera, this bizarre moment remains one of Alaska's strangest unsolved phenomena, and a haunting reminder that nature still hides secrets we're not ready for. Number 2. The skull that could prove a giant bear once ruled Alaska. What if ancient legends weren't just stories, but warnings? In 2014, a team of archaeologists uncovered something chilling on a remote beach in northern Alaska: a massive polar bear skull, unlike anything documented in modern science. The skull stretched 16 inches long, with an eerie, elongated shape that instantly raised eyebrows. Local Inuit tribes have long told tales of the king bear, a monstrous, towering beast said to roam the icy tundras over 1,300 years ago. Some believed it was a subspecies of polar bear, far larger and more aggressive than any alive today. And now, for the first time, a real physical clue suggests those stories might be more than just myth. Scientists still aren't sure just how enormous this creature was, but estimates place it at up to 12 feet tall. That's not just a big bear. That's a predator straight out of your nightmares. Looking at the skull, it's easy to imagine the terrifying power this beast once held, a shadow from the past that may have ruled the Alaskan wilderness long before modern man ever set foot there. Number 3. The deep-sea beast that wasn't meant to surface. In January 2016, Alaska's fishermen made a jaw-dropping discovery: a 65-inch ragfish washed ashore near Glacier Bay National Park. This wasn't just big, it was unbelievably rare. In the past 40 years, only 2 others have ever been seen. Ragfish usually live in the ocean's darkest depths, feeding on jellyfish and squid, far away from human eyes. Some even grow up to 7 feet long. With its rubbery, ghost-like appearance, the creature looked more alien than aquatic, a reminder that Alaska's icy waters may still hold secrets we're not ready to face. Number 4. The whale that shouldn't exist, but does. In 2014, a strange whale washed up on a remote Alaskan island, and no one, not even scientists, could identify it. At first, it looked like a Baird's beaked whale. But there was something off. It was smaller, had a jet-black beak, and featured unusual markings never seen before. This wasn't just rare, it was unknown to science. The discovery sparked excitement across social media, with locals like Kristen Westall sharing photos and theories. Experts eventually confirmed this was a completely new species of whale. Its skeleton now hangs in a museum in Unalaska, silently reminding us that even today, the ocean still hides creatures we've never seen before. Number 5. Alaska's hidden volcanoes are still waking up. Beneath Alaska's icy wilderness, something is rumbling. In 2013, scientists made a jaw-dropping discovery: 12 underwater volcanoes in Alaska's panhandle that had never been seen before. Using thermal imagery, they spotted mini-volcanoes actively bubbling beneath the ocean, right where no one thought to look. Alaska sits on the deadly Ring of Fire, a zone known for violent earthquakes and volcanic activity. From these newly discovered vents to giants like Pavlov Volcano, the ground here is very much alive. Even eerie formations like New Eddystone Rock, a lone sea stack rising from the water, are volcanic leftovers, proof that Alaska's explosive past is far from over. And with vast areas still unexplored, who knows what else is waiting to erupt. Number 6. The frozen tomb of North America's first humans. Before the oceans rose, before the continents split, a frozen land bridge once connected Russia to Alaska. Roughly 20,000 years ago, nomadic tribes crossed that icy stretch now called the Bering Strait, unknowingly becoming the first humans to enter North America. But in 2014, archaeologists uncovered a chilling piece of that ancient journey, a tomb in central Alaska holding the 11,500-year-old remains of 3 infants. Found at the Upper Sunday River site, this grave is believed to belong to the continent's earliest known settlers, the Paleo-Indians. Surrounding the tiny remains were stone tools, likely spears or knives, silent reminders of a world where life was brutal and survival uncertain. When the Ice Age ended, the land bridge vanished beneath melting seas, separating 2 worlds forever. But in Alaska's frozen soil, the past still whispers. And these children's grave tells a story of origins, loss, and ancient resilience. Number 7. Locked in battle. Frozen for eternity. In November 2016, a teacher hiking in northwestern Alaska stumbled across something surreal: moose antlers sticking out of the ice. At first, it looked like a strange fossil, but as they dug deeper, the discovery turned jaw-dropping. Not 1, but 2 full-grown moose completely frozen under 8 inches of solid ice. Even more shocking, their antlers were locked together. Experts believe the 2 bulls were battling for dominance when they fell into a freezing lake. Trapped and tangled, they had no way out. The cold claimed them both, mid-fight. It's one of the most haunting natural scenes ever caught in the wild, a perfect snapshot of nature's brutal reality, frozen in time. Number 8. The warplane that crashed, landed, and was never rescued. Stranded on a remote Alaskan island lies a forgotten giant of World War II, a B-24 Liberator bomber, still resting where it crash-landed over 80 years ago. This wasn't just any aircraft. The consolidated B-24 served in every branch of the U.S. military, flying missions against Japan and hunting submarines during the war. But in 1942, this particular bomber never made it home. While on a weather reconnaissance mission, the plane was caught in the very thing it was sent to study: Alaska's brutal, unpredictable skies. Unable to find a safe runway, the pilot was forced to crash land on the uninhabited island of Aka. Miraculously, the pilot survived with only a broken collarbone, but the plane was left behind and never flown again. Today, the wreck remains frozen in time, preserved as a powerful tribute to its service, and a haunting reminder of how even the most powerful machines are no match for Alaska's unforgiving wilderness. Number 9. Shipwrecked in Alaska, and they vanished without a trace. Alaska's icy wilderness is the last place you'd want to be stranded unless you're built to survive the impossible. In 1811, the legendary Russian ship Neva, which had circled the globe just years earlier, met its fate off Alaska's brutal coast. A violent storm struck, and the ship went down. Of the 47 crew members on board, only 28 made it to shore. But their battle had just begun. Stranded on a remote island now known as Crew Sal Island, the survivors were forced to improvise in freezing isolation. They turned nails into fishing hooks, scavenged musket balls, axe heads, sheet copper, and even iron spikes to forge tools and cling to life. Years later, archaeologists discovered these artifacts, but one thing was missing: bodies. No skeletons, no remains. Had they escaped? Been rescued? Or simply vanished into legend? Whatever the truth, Number 10. The Ice Age tomb that revealed America's first settlers. Long before countries, maps, or even names, humans crossed ice into a new world. Roughly 20,000 years ago, the Bering Strait between Russia and Alaska was frozen solid, creating a land bridge that connected Asia to North America. Through this path came nomadic tribes, likely becoming the first people to ever step foot on this continent. But in November 2014, archaeologists uncovered a chilling clue to that ancient journey: a 11,500-year-old grave in central Alaska. Buried in the frozen ground were the remains of 3 infants, discovered at the Upper Sunday River archaeological site. Alongside them lay stone tools likely used as spears or knives, and a glimpse into the harsh, unforgiving life of the Paleo-Indians, North America's earliest known settlers. As the Ice Age ended, the ocean swallowed the land bridge, cutting off these people from the world they came from. All that remains now are bones,